Hello everyone, welcome back to part 5 of my build of my Kephart knife. So in the last part we cut out our scales, and like I said, I want to do a little shaping of these while they're off the knife. I usually do it once they're glued on, but it's very hard to do this part. Okay, you always take a chance that you're going to scratch in here. I mean, you could tape it and everything, but I want to do a little bit of it just up here on the top, so I don't have to worry about messing up the blade. So I also said we were going to cut out pins. So I have 3 pins here. These are nickel silver, and I said I'd show you how I cut them, and I'm going to do that now. So what I use is a pair of lineman pliers. These are pretty heavy duty. Now you can use a cutoff wheel on a Dremel tool. You could use a hacksaw, you know, whatever you got laying around. But the reason why I use these is because I kind of spin it as I go, and it really doesn't deform the end too much, and it keeps it straight. So this is what I do. I'm just going to cut a little piece off. I get it in there. I'll make a nick. Okay, and I'll keep this in that nick, and then I'll spin it a little bit. If you can see that, it makes a nice circle all the way around. And I'll just keep going like this. And nickel silver is soft, so hopefully you heard that. And it nips it right off, and it keeps it pretty straight. Okay, and then you'll take this and you'll just grind that off and smooth it out like that end. So that's how you cut the nickel rod. And I'll show you what this looks like. I'll just put 2 in because they're tight. And there we have it. So now what I'm going to do is, this needs to be around 1/2 inch here and 3/4 inch here. So I'm just going to put a mark just to give myself a reference. And I'll measure this when it comes time. But now here I want to come up something like this. That's going to come like that. Excuse me. And then over here, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to want to remove a bunch of this stock here. So I'll take you over to my bench, and we'll do a little grinding on that. Alright, so I have my little roto tool with a sanding disc, and we're just going to go at this. Let's see. Okay, see how I'm going with that, right? So we're going to have that little nub there, and then a little nub there. So do a little bit more refining on this, and then we'll match up the other side with this. Okay. As you can see, I've removed a lot of material from that already. And again, you want to stay away from this edge, any of these edges, because that's where it's going to get glued flat onto the blade. So let me do a little bit more work on this. I'll try to match up the other one, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so after about, I guess, I don't know, 15 more minutes, I did just get that shaped in. Okay, so I stayed away from the edges. I just stuck these two together with a little small piece of pin so I could keep them aligned. And that's all I really wanted to do. You know, the next step is going to be to actually put the grind on the knife, and then the heat treating process, which is a whole nother story I'll explain in the next episode. But this is all I really wanted to do for this right now, which is just kind of get them shaped. Let me grab the blade. I'll show you how they fit. Now there's not going to be a chance of me hitting the blade while I'm working that Dremel tool. Now this is all going to get ground down, and we're going to want to hit the blade because we're going to want to smooth that in. Okay, but I didn't really want to take a chance of messing this up. So there's going to be obviously some more hand sanding done, and I may do that off camera because that's kind of boring to watch, but you get the idea. I mean, that's a lot of stock removal right there. I mean, we went down from this thickness all the way down to there. So we're getting closer to what we want here. We got a little nub there. We'll have a little bit of a ridge here. And then we'll end up with about a ½ inch here down to 3/4 there. So I think I'm going to call it an end for this part right now. And as always, I appreciate all your views. I appreciate your comments. And I hope you're having a great day today. And we'll catch you on part 6. Hopefully this won't be too many parts, but again, thanks everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.